Hello. Welcome back to school.
Salvete omnes. I'm gonna try to put together this prayer thing, at least the sections that I should have already known like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So, the first part I think I've got. Let me see here. Pater noster qui celis. That's not right. Qui es in celis sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, I think. Oh, wait, that's not the right page. I'm not gonna have a very fun time memorizing this if I am using the wrong page. That's not it either. What is this? That's not it. That is not it. Well, I was just looking at it. There. Here. That's the section I need. Okay, let's try this again. Pull this page out. Pull this out. We're gonna need that later. Put that there. Alright, so this says fiat. Okay, that's the section I need. Okay. Noch einmal. Pater, oh my gosh. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua. It's like I have to think of the English. Fiat voluntas tua sicut in caelo et in terra. Fiat voluntas tua. Fiat voluntas tua sicut in caelo et in terra. Okay. I don't know why that's not like in focus. There we go. Okay. Pater noster qui es in celis sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua sicut in caelo et in terra. Sicut, that's the wrong line. Sicut in caelo et in terra. Okay. What is this? Fiat voluntas tua sicut in caelo et in terra. Sicut. I don't know why I can never remember that word, but I can never remember that word. Okay, let me run through it again. Pater noster qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in caelo et in terra. Okay, I think we might be ready to move on, but I don't know. Pater noster qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua. Is it voluntas or volunta? Voluntas, okay. Fiat voluntas tua. Actually, I could probably put that there. Or else what I could do is I could just mark this out on the chalkboard and then just use that. Let me do that. Let me write this out on the chalkboard. Back to school giveaway. Anyone who can tell me what this is, they get $100. I think I need a smaller piece of chalk. This one is too big. I'm holding it up with my hand. I have to zoom out. Okay. If I get the shadow out of the way. Pater noster, qui es in celis. Chicken scratch Latin. Sanctificetur nomen tuum. I hope I wrote this out right. Sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. I hope that's written out correctly. I should probably double check and make sure. I have an itch on my forehead. Let me check and see that this is... If I have this lying on the bed, then my light gets in the way. Unless I turn off the big light, I turn on the little light. Let me try that. So check the words, and they're all correct. So, we're just gonna let that be. We're gonna read it like this. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Okay. Pater noster, qui es in celis. Yeah. Qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat. Adveniat is like a new phrase. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Okay, so now I'm not gonna look at it because currently I'm reading off the screen. So, hello. Okay, so Pater noster, qui es in celis. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua. Fiat voluntas tua. What comes after that? Fiat voluntas tua. They say if you have to think, it's really good for your brain. So let me think about this. So fiat voluntas tua. And then it goes fiat voluntas tua. Oh, sicut. That's right. The word I can never memorize. Sicut in cielo et in terra. So, fiat. Let's start from adveniat regnum tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. So, adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat. Fiat. Adveniat regnum tuum. fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. So let me try it from the beginning. Pater noster qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Oh my gosh. Pater noster qui es in celis. Pater noster qui es in celis. Pater noster qui es in celis. I can't think of the rest of it. Pater noster qui es in celis. Sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Okay, I think that's gonna be okay for now. Let me try it again, because I still have to do the table blessing or whatever they call it. I think I translated it into Latin. It'd be like mensa benedictum or mensa benedicta or something like that. I'd have to double check that, but that's like the only one they don't have in Latin, which they should have put that in Latin. Pater noster qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Okay, so I'm gonna let that one be. I've done memory work. Yay. Well, for that, now I have to do the other thing. Let me find that real quick. This one is gonna be more harder because I don't know it. Like, it's something that I have never said before in English, nor in Latin, nor German, nor whatever other languages I took a stab at. Well, French, I don't know if that really counts because I failed my French class. Okay, Benedict Domine nos. Benedict Domine nos et. I think it's an et. Ooh, whoa, it just got really big. Okay. Benedict Domine. Yeah, Domine nos et haec tua dona. Et haec tua dona. Okay. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona. Okay, I think that one's starting to come back to me. Benedict Domine nos et haec benedua. Et haec tua dona. Et haec tua dona. I don't know, use a rhythm. Oh, it was, I think it was Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona. Or something like that. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona. Tua dona. Okay. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona. So that would be Benedict. So that's da da da, dee dee dee. What is that? It's not a triplet. Benedict Domine nos. Okay, Domine nos is kind of like a triplet. It has a triplet feel. Benedict, so this da da da. Oh gosh, I'm trying to figure out the rhythm of the stupid words. benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona. I don't know why I screwed that up. Et haec tua dona. Et haec tua dona. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona. Okay. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona. And then this thing is quia de. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's quae de tua. Quae de tua largitate. Oh my gosh, largitate summus sumpturi. Summus sumpturi. Okay, quae de tua. Quae de tua largitate. Quae de tua largitate. Quae de tua largitate. Quae de tua largitate. Quae de tua largitate summus. Quae de tua. Quae de tua largitate. Quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. Sumpturi. Which I think it means scrumptious or something. I don't know. It sounds like scrumptious. What did I write? Which of thy bounty, okay, which we receive. Okay. I don't know if that's correct. Quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. Sumpturi. Okay. Et haec tua dona quae. Et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. I'm gonna write this out, although I don't have this fully memorized, but we'll see how well I write it out. The Pater Noster definitely looked better. Okay. Benedict Domine nos. It looks like Benedict Domine nos, like that's one word. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona, quae de tua largitate summus sumpturus. I can't read my writing. Summus sumpturus. Summus sumpturus. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae. Tua dona quae de tua largitate. Largitate summus sumpturus. Sumpturus. What is that? Oh, the thing in Mozart is what that sounds like. There's a thing where Mozart has a urus in his requiem, and I can't think of what the words are. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturus. Let me try this going from the end. Sumpturus, summus sumpturus. Largitate summus sumpturus. Largitate summus sumpturus. tua largitate summus sumpturus. De tua largitate summus sumpturus. Quae de tua largitate summus sumpturus. Dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturus. Tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturus. I gotta figure where my commas are. Haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturus. Et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturus. Nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturus. Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturus. I'll be so mad if I'm memorizing this wrong. Benedict Domine nos et haec. What is the cat getting into? Oh, she's just sleeping. I think she's just sleeping. Okay. Benedicts Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturus. Oh my gosh, I need to figure out where these commas are. Okay. That one doesn't count, that one doesn't count. Okay, nos. There is no comma. There's a comma after sumpturis. Or whatever this. Wait, what is that? Sumpturi. What did I write? Oh, that's wrong. Darn it, I memorized the wrong ending. Oh no. There, sumpturi. Summus sumpturi. Okay. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. And there should be a comma there. And if you really want to put a comma, you could put a comma after here. And then one after. I'm going to move this nos over. There should be a comma here because you are addressing the Lord. Nos. Okay. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona et haec tua dona quae de tua. I should check that tua because there sounds like there's too many tuas in there. Tua. Et haec tua de tua. Okay. Those look like they're right. Tua. Yeah, those are all right. Looks like there's long eyes on those. No long O's. There. Okay. Benedict Domine nos et haec. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just throwing in makrons. Okay. Benedict Domine nos et haec dona tua quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. Benedict Domine nos et haec. Hold on. Benedict Domine nos et haec. Actually, I think it's Benedict Domine. You're addressing the Lord. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. Benedic Domine, nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. Oh my gosh. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. Okay, let me try without looking at the board. Okay. Benedict Domine nos. I could be like erasing words. That's what we do in class. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. Okay. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona Benedict Domine nos et haec oh my gosh. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. So it's getting after the quae. Benedict. Oh gosh, I still have a lot of stuff to do yet too, but I might go to bed after this, but I don't know. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate oh my gosh. Largitate. What comes after largitate? Largitate summus sumpturi. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona oh my gosh. Et haec tua dona quae. Et haec oh my gosh. Et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. If you think about like memorizing lines for a play, that's pretty much all you're doing. Yeah. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate I don't know what comes after that. Quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. If I keep working on this, I'm just gonna probably kill myself. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time. If it totally doesn't work, I quit. Okay? Benedict Domine nos et haec tua dona quae de tua largitate summus sumpturis. Sumpturi. There's no S at the end of sumpturi.
Okay. Benedict Domine nos, et haec tua dona, quae de tua largitate summus sumpturi. Okay. I'm gonna call this part of my homework done. I've ran through it, I've looked at it, I've probably done more work like now than I have done in the past couple weeks. I don't know. Let me see here. So I'm gonna let me see here. I don't know if I've done any like Latin updates. Let's see. Last Friday, yeah, this is gonna be a Latin update for myself and for anyone else who cares. So last Friday we did the third part of chapter 3. And I still have all that written homework to do. Plus, there's a section of chapter 2, it's chapter 3, section 2. There's like answering questions, but you gotta answer them in Latin, and they don't have the key. Yeah. So I have to do that, plus all the work for chapter 3, part 3 of chapter 3, plus the pensum, because I still have those to do. Then, look at the new vocabulary in the grammar and the new chapter. Although I've kind of been doing that, but not like wholeheartedly, it's more passively watching online videos, which kind of counts, but I don't know. All I know is that there's the Dominus and the Servus and the the mother, the mater, and there's counting and there's coins. And it sounds like somebody stole some money from the change bag, which you don't want to do in Roman society because your hands could get chopped off or something. I don't know. Or you can get beaten really bad. Well, from what we looked at in chapter 3, yeah, anything is possible. You don't want to mess with them. We don't want to mess with the Romans, man. Stole money. Okay. So I'm going to kind of let that be at that. Yeah, I'm going to have to do major updates on the organ and stuff. There's just been a lot of other stuff going on. So that's kind of what's going on with that. So I'm going to let this be. Latin homework is done for now. I don't think I'm going to write out or do anything else because I'm kind of tired. I had a very long day. I had a bunch of meetings, appointments today. And I'm just really tired. So, I've gone through memory work. That's something. I'll work through the written stuff tomorrow. Do an update or something. I don't know. I'll figure out something. Hopefully we'll meet for a little Latin thing. We're not meeting at our regular time because Magister has called for a holiday. So that's what's going on with that. But we're meeting on Wednesday, I think. Wednesday's kind of up in the air, but it's kind of like a backup. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to review some stuff. Yeah. Okay, so that's, I guess, Recitation's prayer work, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget, ring the notification bell for all notifications.